One more. Here we go. The big one.
Which one?
Backseat of My Car.
Backseat of My Car. Yeah.
The big epic. The big ending on side B.
Well, by the time, I don't remember when we actually got to recording this one in the sequence of days recording, but by that time, I was using a lot more tom-toms, you know, and just playing, rather than playing hi-hat snare drum parts, you know, so it was a lot of, you know, more Africano, if you will. And man, what a great song. And we're rehearsing it and running it down and finding parts and everything. And it was really an interesting track. And it breaks up in several different movements again. And by the time it got to, we'd seen it in Mexico City, then it kind of shifts gears. It shifted gears so many beautiful times. It's another one that we did in one take. We did not break this up and record this part, then that part, and edit them together.
Yeah.
No, it was done in one take. So when it came time to find the right people, because Fernando did just a bang-up job of getting all the musical parts on it, and we were searching for the right singer, because I'll let him talk a little more about that. But this friend of mine that I did some work with out here in LA years ago, Brentley Gore, great singer. I don't know, we did some demos with Don Smith from the guy that recorded the Stones, and we were at Scotty Weiland's studio.
Oh, wow.
He had some incredible material, and I don't know what happened. It must have been a dumb time in the record industry that they missed this, but I said, I called him up because he moved to Nashville, and I said, would you like to sing on this Ran On project that I'm doing? He said, oh, I'd love to. I said, well, what about giving Part of the Country a shot? He goes, I'd rather sing on Backseat of My Car. I went, really? So he said, yeah, I'd like to try that. I said, cool, man, you got it. So we sent him the track. That day that he got the track, he also got tested for COVID, and he tested positive. So he got up the next morning and he sang the part before he got sick, and he did the backgrounds too.
Yeah.
He did all the vocals on
He
Backseat
nailed
of My Car,
it.
and he just nailed it so beautiful. He was fine. His whole family got it. Everybody's fine. Everybody is fine.
But some of that, you know, I mean, when you know that your voice is going to take a crap in a few days, there's the intensity and you know, the eagerness of getting it right. He nailed it, and there's so much passion in his vocal.
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
just, again, we had other people that gave it a shot that did a great job, but as I've said before, Backseat of My Car is the hardest song on the record to sing, because one thing is to be screaming all the way like Smile Away and Monkberry and 2 Million People. This song requires a certain amount of delicateness and passion during the croony parts, the ability to deliver a story, and then scream your freaking guts out at the end.
Yeah.
And Brentley was able to do all of that, and he killed it. He really, really did. And, you know, I didn't tell you this, but after we chose Brentley, I got an email from a very successful group of guys that wanted to be on that at the last minute said, we want to sing Backseat of My Car, and I had to tell him, like, Denny's already picked the guy, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
It broke my heart, but at the same time, we already had the guy.
Yeah.
You know, and maybe we'll get him on another project in the future, but this really is the best version that we could possibly put together of a very difficult, very complicated song, and a very revered. Of all the songs on the record, this one's going to be under the microscope the most. It's got strings, it's got horns, it's got incredible guitar parts, incredible bass part, harp, it's got great backup vocals. Actually, we had a few different backup singers do the parts on it. Fjaere, who's an incredible singer, Jesse David Corti, and a few other people did great backup vocals on it as well. But the entire recording is just a mind blower. And I remember listening back to Zach Siskin's mix on this, driving down the PCH with every hair, and a lot of hair by the way, on my arm, just standing up on end. And I took a picture of my arm, and I said to Denny, I said, we're good. Because this song is a mind blower, and really couldn't be a better ending of the record, and a great piece. And it's just like, my God. I hope you guys like this. This is Brentley Gore's take on Backseat of My Car. Working with you, Denny, on this album has been an absolute joy. One of the highlights of my life, not alone, let alone my career. And I hope you get to do this again. And I hope you guys like this. Ram On, out now. Ram On, the tribute to Paul Linda McCartney's Ram, 50th anniversary. Get it now, enjoy it, put it next to your other album, your other copy of Ram, and it's designed to be a wonderful companion piece to the album. I hope you guys love it, and we really couldn't be more excited about it.
It's actually a celebration of Ram. Mm-hmm. And I want to hand it to this guy. He did all the heavy lifting. I just played drums and made a few decisions. But he did all of the heavy lifting for this work. And
I first heard the album when I was 8 years old. I've been training all my life for this. I never expected to be in this position, and I really couldn't be more proud of you, Denny, more proud of everybody that's on the record, all 100 plus musicians, the artwork by Cindy Trissel, the mix by Zach Siskin, everybody at Spirit of Unicorn that's doing their best to get this album everywhere. And also, most importantly, I'd like to thank all the people that have loved Ram since the inception, that keep this music going, all the bloggers, all the musicians that have performed these songs, all the people that have mentioned this album in interviews saying it's a huge influence in their lives. It's our mission to continue the amazing legacy of this music that started off and
it took a pandemic to do it.
Yeah, but it started off in a tiny little studio in New York, in a tiny little dingy brownstone where he tried out for Paul McCartney, and Paul heard something that ended up being the heartbeat of his music for years to come. You know, he could have used, there's a ton of drummers that he could have used in Scotland and London, but he brought in that Yank, you know, and that was his guy for years.
The British government didn't like it either. Funny. They said, we want a Brit to have this job. Paul says, are you kidding? I pay my taxes, I'll have who I want, you know, and they fought like hell with lawyers to get my work visa and everything. And then we go on that tour. It was a long time later too. We go on that tour in England, or in Europe, and we got busted for some weed. It was an accident, by the way, you know, but
didn't inhale.
Yeah, and no, it was some fans sent it to us, all rigged. But anyway, we get home thinking, oh my God, they're gonna have cops waiting for us. They're gonna strip search us and all of this stuff. So we fly into London thinking the worst is gonna happen. We got lawyers there and everything to keep. Nothing happened. They didn't even look at us. Hey, welcome back, fellas. And I got stamped for another year. Got stamped for another year's work visa.
You saw that? This man has the most powerful right arm, most powerful foot. This man is incredible great shape.
Funny stuff. So I can tell you a million stories, but I won't, because we're so happy about this project. We want you to get it, listen to it, bring music back, and buy music again. Keep it alive.
Rama,
I'm done.
Give a copy to somebody. Yes. Enjoy. Thanks, guys. Have a wonderful day.
Speed along the highway, honey, I want it my way. Listen to her daddy's song. Don't stay out too long. Ooh, we're just busy hiding, sitting in the backseat of my car. Mexico City, but listen to her daddy's song. Making love is wrong. Ooh, we're just busy riding, sitting in the backseat of my car. listen to her daddy's song. We believe that we can't be wrong. Oh, we believe that we can't be wrong. Oh, we believe that we can't be wrong. We can make it to Mexico City, sitting in the backseat of my